Hello everyone, welcome to the Up All Night channel. How's it going? I'm going to start this video off with Dusk Till Dawn by Dusty Decks. Because I'm up all night all the time and I work dusk till dawn. And I get real dusty. That's what happens, you know, when you want to make comics. I mean, here, give me a sec, you know, before I show off the knives, here, let me show you guys something. I'm just gonna pick up a pile and... Because I get free comics from work all the time. I'm not allowed to sell them or anything, but I like reading them and looking through them and collecting them, so... a lot of these are Image. Hold on. Not Marvel. I want Marvel. A lot of these are Image. I don't know. Image is okay too, but... yeah, I'm pretty sure this one came out. So... yeah, we print comics. I don't know if this one's out yet, but... I could show covers, I think. I think as long as I just show the cover, we're good. Yeah, you can see it's pre-cut, pre-bound, so it's not even stitched or anything. It's still got all the pages that need trimmed, right? So my collection of comics is about, probably have several... if I had to guess, I probably got about 200 comics so far. I don't know. I don't know how many it is. I've never counted them. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, cool comic, you know, show you guys what I do for a living. Yeah, I print comics, and I also print, you know, I work on a team anyway that prints that stuff. The operator does the real work. I just make sure everything stacks and palletizes good. Anyway... this track is called Sleepy and Hungry by Bagel. And it is lo-fi, so I'm gonna let this one play. So I thought I'd do a little knife collection video here. Okay, so I found out that my collection total is worth about $15 to $1,700 or so. Depends if you give full price to the older knives and if you give, you know, the appropriate prices for the used, newer knives and everything. But, no, yeah, this is my collection. So I guess we'll start left to right, top to bottom. So we'll go Cold Steel AD10. Yep, there we go. And as you can see, my knives are always dirty because I actually use my stuff. I'm not just a collector. There we go. It's a little better. Needs polished, but, you know, lots of scratches on the blade because I've used it to trim bamboo off of, you know, bamboo twigs off of stalks and everything. And other branches and things. It works very well for that. Very limited space with these reviews because I'll take a video of my contraption one of these days and show you guys. Here, I'm going to turn the music down so I don't have to talk over it. There we go. So, this is the AD10, or I'm sorry, not AD10, I'm retarded. I'm stupid as fuck. SR1 Lite. It's the SR1 Lite. I want the AD10. Haven't gotten around to it yet. It's not very high on my wish list, but this is designed by the same maker of the AD10, which is the Andrew Demko designer from Cold Steel. Don't know if he's staying with them now that they've sold out, but and let's just hope the quality of Cold Steel doesn't go down because it's already kind of tad bit shoddy, just a little bit shoddy. This one retailed, I think I got it for $55, $65 or so. I got it pretty cheap. It's a really lightweight knife, very big and beefy. It's got a lot of good going on for it, guys. The triad lock, I was talking about locks in my top 4 video of, you know, you know, my high-end knives and everything, my top 4 favorites. But this one, okay, if we're talking pure lock strength, right? This one's got the best lock strength. Hands down. The triad lock is just, hands down, really great knife. Then there's the butterfly knife, the really cheapo. You can see it scratches as it closes every time, like on both sides. Like, this is a very poorly made butterfly knife. It is super edgelord. I really only got it because I just wanted a butterfly knife to flip around. You know, a balisong, but this one is super edgelordy Mall Ninja. I only picked it up because I wanted something to play with. And look at that, 1065 German surgical steel. Oh man, handmade limited. Oh man, I ought to send this one to Nick Shabazz and be like, check this out, buddy. That, or for a laugh, send it to Apostle P to be sharpened. Oh, he'd hate it too, because he hates recurve edges. Like, he can do them, but he hates it. Last I checked or remembered. Maybe hate's a strong word, but he dislikes it. And I dislike it too. It's a pain in the butt. You have to use a round stone. I mean, that's the proper way to do it, but... Anywho. So, balisong out of the way, cold steel out of the way. All right, what's up next? We'll go with this Tack Force. Another cheapo knife, you know, Mall Ninja-y, very poorly resharpened because the edge angle was horrible. I was trying to correct it and make it steeper, but it's still not quite where I want it. Nah, yeah, I can touch it all up and it doesn't even cut me, so... Yeah, this handmade German high carbon steel is surgical steel too. Ooh. High carbon surgical steel, USA designed, made in China. Ooh. Oh yeah, this design definitely screams America. Let me tell you. Ah, yeah. It's an okay knife. It was my carry for a while when I was like 22. I just needed a knife and I was really low on my money at the time, so I just got a really El Cheapo budget knife to carry, and it does the job. It locks up good. It cuts basic stuff okay. But honestly, it's a pretty horrible knife. I hate speed assist. At the time, I was okay with speed assist, but now I hate it because it's just, I don't know, it's just not as satisfying. Like, oh well, so that's the Tack Force knife. That one retailed, I think I bought it for like 20 bucks, but you could probably get it off of, probably one just like it, you can get off of something like Bud K for $7-8. True Swords maybe for $7 or $8. Who knows? This is the best of my El Cheapos. This was my very first El Cheapo, and I lost it for a while, which is why I bought that Tack Force red one. But this M-Tech is a great user knife. It sharpens really well. It is only 440 steel, USA design, handcrafted in China, but it locks up decent. You can see the lock bar is pretty much all the way to the right, and it kind of sticks a little bit. It kind of feels like it's not, you know, it's on nylon washers, right? And it kind of feels a lot like when I push it, it it feels very similar to, see, people get mad if I say this, but I'm going to say it. It feels similar to a Sebenza. just that tough, tight tolerance, smoothness, like the way it feels, it's actually very similar. You'd be surprised. This one has grip tape on it because I was an edgelord and I wanted to make sure that I could grip my little self-defense, knife. So, because the aluminum made me feel like it was going to slip because it's all flat anodized aluminum and it's very slippery. So I put grip tape on there, and now that's not coming out of my hand. So it worked really good as a hard use knife. You can see I really, really hard use this. No, yeah, if I have a really crazy task to do, like, I don't know, trim grip tape, I'll use this knife. But there's that. Here's the SOG Trident. This is the old one. The new one's a lot better. But it's got the lock here. It's not very good. Yeah, it doesn't even go all the way anymore. Maybe if I put some oil in there. This one retailed for about 35, 40 bucks or so. So, it does the job. It's sharp. Pretty sure it's Aus 8 steel. Which is, it's okay. Better than 440, but nowhere near as nice as something like S30V. So, or even D2. D2 would be better too. But, so that's a SOG Trident, the old one. With the fish line cutter. Some people call it a seatbelt cutter, but you're never cutting a seatbelt with this part. It has a safety, but I agree with Nut and Fancy. Just super glue that, really. Or just never use it, because, you'll need your knife and it won't open. Because if you carry a gun, you should carry a knife as backup. There's the SOG Trident. You know what? We'll go over the CQC 4K. Right? So, nice little Emerson design. Kershaw made in China. I wish they would make American Kershaws that were Emersons. Like, not the new hunting ones, but something better. Something more like the 0630 or 0620 by Zero Tolerance. I don't have one on me. Maybe I can insert a picture in the video then. But, yeah. The wave feature on this is great. It lets you deploy it as soon as you pull it from your pocket. It corner of the pocket catches that, flips it open, as you pull it. So that's a really cool knife. I really enjoy this piece. G10, black wash. Very stealthy, very John Wicky. And Keanu Reeves has been in movies using Emersons. Keanu Reeves is a avid martial artist and, knife collector and gun enthusiast. So, he used a Horseman, I think, which was an Emerson design in a martial arts film. Let's see, what else do I got here? Saw Spyderco Resilience modified, heavily modified, and dirty, because I use my stuff. You can see I really need to polish up that spine because I didn't quite do a good job grinding it down. I wanted to use a really low grit so that I could eat through a lot of metal very quickly, but haven't gotten around to polishing it yet, and I honestly don't know if I will, because it's just a Chinese-made knife, and I don't really care. Like, there was a time where I thought about putting carbon scales on this, but not a really. I don't know. Liner locks bother me. I don't trust liner locks because it's easier to push it out of the way than push it in the way, if you get what I mean. All right, so there's those. Let's see, buck 110. This is old school. This one I got from my dad, I think. Yeah. This one needs stropped. I don't know what I used it for, or if somebody used it while I wasn't around, or tried to sharpen it while I wasn't around. You know, I'm gone 12 hours a day, so if my brothers come into my room and check out my knives while I'm gone, I wouldn't honestly be all that surprised. But, oh yeah, you can see it's picking up skin on that edge there because all the teeth are going that way. But, oh well. Buck 110 retails for about 55 bucks. It's a really strong lock, similar to the triad lock of the cold steel knife, the first knife I showed. It's a good little knife. I mean, it's a tried and true design. It's just, it has no pocket clip, and it's not a one-handed knife, really. Like, you can kind of one-hand it, you know? But, it's not really all that great for one-hander. Usually you have to carry it in a sheath, you know, like this. So that way you don't have to... And that's kind of nice in its own way, because then you have pocket space for other things. So, you know. We'll go to the SOG Spec Elite 1, right? SOG Spec Elite 1. This is a 10-plus-year-old knife. It is made of VG10. It's made in Seki, Japan. It is awesome. I love this knife. It's really been beat to hell, as you can see. Somebody that I let borrow it attempted to sharpen it with like 120 grit sandpaper, and they did a horrible job and butchered my knife with it. But, you know, whatever. I mean, they should owe me 20 bucks, but whatever. Or I mean, they ruined a $100 knife, so honestly, they should owe me 100, but whatever. Forgive and forget. This is the CRK-T Obake, which I have a malice clip on so that I can easily carry it on my belt upside down or right side up. You know, tip up or tip down. It's a really nice knife. They all come with this crazy nitride coating that is always done with a different splatter mark, so every single one is unique. The handle is wrapped in a... the handle is wrapped in epoxy resin cloth, so they essentially dip cloth in epoxy resin and then tie it, you know, on the handle. And it makes for a very sturdy, very comfortable, very grippy handle. This one you could use in the Vaseline factory, but I wouldn't recommend it because of the lack of a guard. But at the same time, I guess you don't really need the guard because, like, man, this thing is stabby. This is a shank, really. This one retailed for only about 20, 25 bucks. This was a really cheap pickup. Really awesome for the value. Great little fixed blade. I want more like it. I would prefer to get more fixed blades because, you know, locking mechanisms, even though I have so many, you know, like these 5 here, even though I have so many knives that have locking mechanisms, you know, that are so great, it's still better to have a fixed blade. So there's that. Then there's the Yojimbo 2, right? That's retails for about 180 now. It is used though, so it would be a good bit less, you know, especially since I had to grind down the tip because I broke it off. And now it's an exactly 3-inch blade, so that's, you know, good in a way. It would be dumb if a cop got me on that 0.1 inch crap, so, you know, 3 inches, you know, it's a good blade. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the Yojimbo 2, made by Spyderco. And then, of course, you know these 4 because I made that video recently saying about my favorite knife and how it's hard to say which one is my favorite. I've had a lot of knives over the years. If you go to my Instagram, like, you'll see, you know, I've had a lot of knives over the years. High quality ones, too. You know, mostly around 200 bucks, but... And that changed recently with the Microtech there on the left here, the Microtech. But, you know, Benchmade bug out. Love the Benchmade bug out. Very easy to use. Made in America. S90V steel. Yep. So very hard, very sharp stuff. That one retailed for about $300. Spyderco Paramilitary 2, a Blade exclusive in aluminum. This one I got for $220. It retailed originally though for about $140. How you would put that into the $1,500 to $1,700 is up to you. ZT0562CF. It's a nice knife. It's made of CPM 20CV steel. It's very good steel. It's got a frame lock, over travel stops, 2 over travel stops actually, deep carry pocket clip, 4 standoffs. It's a beast of a knife, really. Very thick with 3 C's. My brothers in Christ, this is a really good knife. It is also made in America. And it has a very similar fit and finish to the Microtech. So for $270, this is a really high quality titanium frame lock. And someday I will get an anodized blue. Someday. So there's that knife. And then finally, last but definitely not least, probably, yeah, easily my most expensive piece, $400 plus shipping and handling. It's actually more like $420 or so. But hashtag 420. All seed-bearing plants I give unto thee. Get as high as the heavens, they say. But anywho, got this because I wanted the John Wick, Trudon, knife. It's about the same size as the Ultratech used in the first film, but it's the model of the one from the second film, the Combat Trudon. So, no, yeah, it's a nice 3-inch blade. And I'm about to do a review on this, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel it's an okay knife collection. How you feel about me not safe queening any of my knives. I don't safe queen anything. Not even this Microtech, even though it's the most money I've ever spent on a knife. Is the second highest amount of money I've ever spent on any blade. First being the $500 I spent on the War Sword number 3 by Ronin Katana. But now, yeah, review for this coming up next. I hope you enjoyed watching. Have a good one, everybody. I hope you like my playmat too. That's very beautiful. And that, yeah, have a good one, everybody. God bless.